Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Creating a vegetable garden in the front yard using wooden raised beds isn't just a practical way to grow fresh, homegrown produce. It's also a fantastic design choice that can add beauty, structure, and personality to the landscape. Raised wooden beds offer versatility, making it possible to garden in nearly any space, improve soil quality, and make garden maintenance easier. All while adding a touch of rustic charm to the front yard. To begin designing, consider the overall layout. Think about how much space there is, how the sun moves across it during the day, and how much produce is needed or wanted. Wooden raised beds come in all shapes and sizes, so it's important to match their dimensions to the available area. They can be designed in neat rows or placed in a staggered, organic formation to create a softer look. Using durable, untreated wood like cedar or redwood is ideal, as these woods resist rot naturally and last for many years. Next, plan the pathways. Between each bed, leave enough room for easy access, even when plants are in full bloom. A comfortable width for paths is at least 2 to 3 feet, allowing space for a wheelbarrow or a garden cart. Covering paths with gravel, mulch, or stepping stones helps keep the area neat, prevents weeds, and reduces mud after rain. A layout with organized paths makes it easy to reach every corner of each bed without having to step into the soil, which helps keep the garden in top shape. When it comes to arranging the raised beds, consider creating different zones based on sunlight needs. For instance, place taller beds or trellises on the north side of the garden to prevent them from casting shadows on shorter plants. Leafy greens, herbs, and root vegetables typically do well with partial sunlight, so they're ideal for the beds on the shadier side. In the sunniest spots, go for tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and other heat-loving crops that will thrive under full sunlight. Designing with sunlight in mind not only maximizes growth, but also keeps the garden looking balanced and visually pleasing. The soil inside the raised beds is one of the most crucial elements for a productive garden. Good soil is rich, loose, and well-draining, providing plenty of nutrients for plants. A quality soil mix for raised beds can be created by combining topsoil, compost, and an organic potting mix. Compost is essential, adding valuable nutrients and helping improve the soil's structure. A well-prepared bed with quality soil will give vegetables the best chance to grow strong and healthy. Incorporating companion planting is a smart way to boost plant health naturally. Some plants grow better together because they can help repel pests, attract beneficial insects, or even improve each other's flavor. Marigolds, for example, make a great companion for almost any vegetable because they deter pests and attract pollinators. Basil pairs well with tomatoes, helping to improve their growth and flavor. Beans and corn grow well together too, with beans fixing nitrogen in the soil to support the corn's growth. Learning a few basic companion plants can make a big difference in the productivity of the garden. Adding trellises and supports inside the raised beds can be a huge space saver, especially for vertical growers like tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, and peas. Trellises allow these plants to climb, which keeps them off the ground, prevents overcrowding, and improves airflow. Simple structures like bamboo poles, wooden stakes, or a wire frame can be built within the beds or anchored nearby. This setup not only looks organized, but also helps the vegetables stay healthy and makes harvesting much easier. For a bit of style and function, consider adding a border of flowers or herbs around the edges of each raised bed. Flowers like nasturtiums, zinnias, and sunflowers can add color, attract pollinators, and even repel pests. Herbs such as thyme, oregano, and chives serve a dual purpose, providing fresh flavors for cooking while protecting vegetables from unwanted insects. The mix of flowers and vegetables creates a cottage garden feel, blending beauty with function. Mulching the beds is essential to maintain moisture, regulate soil temperature, and keep weeds at bay. Organic mulches like straw, shredded leaves, or bark chips are great for vegetable beds. Spread a 1 to 2 inch layer of mulch around each plant, but avoid piling it right against the stems to prevent rot. Mulching is a simple step with big benefits, especially in warmer months when the soil tends to dry out quickly. Watering is one of the most important daily tasks in the garden, and raised beds can dry out faster than in-ground beds, especially in warmer weather. Installing a drip irrigation system or soaker hoses makes watering more efficient and keeps the soil evenly moist. Drip irrigation saves water by delivering it directly to the roots, reducing evaporation and keeping the foliage dry, which helps prevent diseases. timer on the irrigation system can make watering even easier, ensuring the plants stay hydrated even when the gardener is away. Fertilizing is key to keeping a vegetable garden productive. Even with nutrient-rich soil, most vegetables benefit from a boost during the growing season. Organic fertilizers, like fish emulsion or compost tea, add nutrients that encourage growth without harming beneficial microbes in the soil. Apply fertilizer according to the plant's growth stage. Leafy greens benefit from nitrogen, while flowering vegetables like tomatoes and peppers need a bit more phosphorus and potassium as they start to set fruit. A front yard vegetable garden is a wonderful opportunity to engage with neighbors and share the harvest. Many gardeners set up a small stand or a share box near the edge of their garden, offering extra produce to passersby. It's a thoughtful way to reduce waste, make new connections, and spread the joy of gardening. Setting up a small blackboard or a sign to share the types of veggies growing in each bed can also add a charming touch and pique interest. Including a compost bin or a small compost tumbler near the garden is a sustainable way to recycle kitchen scraps and yard waste. Composting adds organic matter to the soil and reduces the need for synthetic fertilizers. Adding finished compost back into the beds each season enriches the soil, helping future crops grow even better. Small compost bins are compact and can be hidden behind the garden or a decorative fence to keep the front yard tidy. Lighting can add a lovely finishing touch to the front yard garden, creating a warm glow in the evening and making the space feel inviting. Solar-powered garden lights along pathways or string lights around the beds provide gentle illumination, allowing the garden to be enjoyed even after sunset. Lights around a seating area, if there's room for one, make it possible to relax and appreciate the day's hard work with a cup of tea or a cool drink. The charm of raised bed vegetable gardens lies not only in their productivity, but also in their visual appeal. Using untreated wood for the beds gives a natural, rustic look. But over time, wood can weather and fade, blending beautifully with the surrounding plants. Cedar and redwood are popular choices because they're durable and naturally resistant to rot, making them long-lasting options. Adding a layer of non-toxic wood sealant can further extend their life without risking the safety of edible plants. This simple step is worth the effort to maintain a neat and sturdy structure for years. When selecting the size and depth of the beds, consider the types of vegetables being grown. Leafy greens, herbs, and root vegetables can thrive in beds about 8 to 12 inches deep. Larger crops, like tomatoes or carrots, benefit from deeper beds, around 18 to 24 inches, to give their roots plenty of room to expand. Customizing bed depth based on crop types not only optimizes growth but also conserves soil and resources by only using as much soil as necessary for each type of plant. Color is a design tool often overlooked in vegetable gardening, but it can add a striking visual element to the garden. Plan to intersperse edible plants with brightly colored flowers or veggies. Swiss chard, with its vibrant stems, purple cabbage, and colorful bell peppers, all bring unique hues that make the garden visually rich. Plants like rainbow carrots, golden beets, and purple cauliflower add both color and diversity, creating a patchwork effect within each bed that's as enjoyable to look at as it is to harvest. Using edging plants along the perimeter of each bed can also help define the layout and create a polished look. Small herbs like thyme or dwarf varieties of lavender add structure to the borders of the beds and release wonderful aromas as you move through the garden. These plants can also act as natural pest deterrents, especially when choosing aromatic herbs that deter common pests. A border of chives, for instance, adds beauty with their bright spherical flowers and works well as a natural pest repellent. Creating different zones in the garden is another way to add interest and organize the space for easy maintenance. Each zone can be dedicated to a certain type of crop, such as one section for leafy greens, another for root vegetables, and another for fruiting plants like tomatoes and peppers. Grouping similar plants together makes it easier to monitor their specific needs, such as watering frequency and sunlight exposure. Helping to keep the garden organized and each plant healthy. Adding vertical elements to the garden isn't just practical, it's a great way to make the most of limited space. Wooden trellises, metal frames, or even recycled materials can be used to create sturdy support systems for climbing plants. Peas, pole beans, and cucumbers benefit from vertical growing, keeping the vines off the ground and preventing rot. These plants can grow quite tall, adding height and structure to the garden and making it visually dynamic. For those looking to add a touch of whimsy, consider an archway trellis at the garden entrance. Climbing plants like morning glories or scarlet runner beans can be trained up the arch, creating a beautiful and functional gateway to the garden. If a cohesive look is desired, consider staining or painting the wooden beds a natural, earthy color that complements the house's exterior or the garden's overall color scheme. Choosing colors that reflect the natural surroundings can make the raised beds feel like a natural extension of the landscape, blending the vegetable garden seamlessly with the front yard's design. Alternatively, for a more eclectic vibe, each bed can be painted in a different vibrant color palette, giving the garden a playful patchwork effect. Mulching is an essential part of vegetable gardening in raised beds, but it can also be used creatively. Organic mulch like straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves help retain moisture, reduce weeds, and keep the soil cool in summer. For a more decorative touch, consider using cocoa hulls, which are rich in nutrients, or pine needles, which add a natural woodland feel. Mulching with organic materials like straw has the added benefit of breaking down over time, adding nutrients back into the soil. During hot weather, shade covers or row covers can be used to protect sensitive plants. These covers allow light to pass through while blocking some of the intense midday sun, creating a cooler microclimate within each bed. Shade covers are especially helpful for cool season crops like lettuce or spinach, which can bolt in high temperatures. In cooler seasons, lightweight row covers act as a barrier against frost and pests, extending the growing season and protecting tender plants. Investing in a few row covers is a smart choice, allowing for flexibility as the weather changes. Integrating rainwater harvesting into the garden design can help reduce water usage and make the garden more sustainable. Simple rain barrels can be set up to collect water from downspouts, creating a supply of fresh, untreated water for the garden. Rainwater is generally free of the chemicals found in tap water, making it gentler on plants and beneficial for maintaining soil health. By using drip irrigation or soaker hoses connected to a rain barrel, it's possible to create an efficient watering system that delivers moisture right where plants need it most. For those interested in adding a personal touch, custom-made plant markers or signage adds charm and keeps the garden organized. Wooden or metal markers, painted with vegetable names, bring personality to each bed, making it easy to identify plants, especially for visitors. Hand-painting rocks or small pieces of wood with plant names and using them as labels at the base of each plant can be a fun DIY project and a unique way to keep track of what's growing. Consider building a small compost area directly within the garden, hidden by a small wooden screen or decorative fencing. Compost bins don't have to be large, especially for a front yard setup. Smaller, stylish composters or tumblers blend in well and offer a convenient way to recycle vegetable scraps and garden waste. Composting right in the garden adds to the convenience of maintaining a nutrient-rich soil supply without requiring additional trips to a backyard composter. If you enjoyed these ideas and are ready to start your own front yard garden, don't forget to subscribe to Outdoor Oasis Ideas for more inspiration on transforming outdoor spaces. Thank you for watching, and happy gardening.